Well, the voice sometimes is for those who can manage the reason with stringing those tones and to evoke not just a reason and a gravity around what is being said, but also a predisposition where every opposition, because it seems that it is what it is, oppositions, we are still in the second dimensional. There is a certain madness into the multipolarity effects in the brain because there is no such integrity as to say what is what. So this is what it is, and we can fight about it in Russian, in English, in Spanish, in French, with many names, and get to mention who did it first. I have seen all this, even in China, the leader talking about their history, how many thousands of years to explain that this is more to them, this for they own it more. So these are our power trips, right? I mean, this stores energy. Um, it can also bring a little light there too. In the dark, it has a lighter. So yeah, so we need that time where it's understood, so we can press the button and get charging. Yeah, that's the point. So it's not easy to create a character in my real life because I have just never cared about that. Um, when I was social with all my friends and I was living in the same place, because that's how you take care of your friends in good places where you love to celebrate and invest in your life and all your relations and take care of your present and future. Everything becomes a pleasure to study, to learn, to work, to be together. So your personality becomes as an easy task, really. Now that I see that I have been alone, just working on whatever, is like I should care about what people care so much. So, well, I cut it because it's too much hair. So when I go to work, it's easier. I would have work to straighten all this hair and make a. So it's practical. So what is considered to have an image to the world is very important for character case study. And these things, no matter how united we get, it has to be well distributed as for what we stand. And it is okay, things are as they are. we cannot push things away from their nature. People are giving the freedom of speech, so they're just going to speak, scream, tweet, post, and others might find art in it. I still don't believe that it's going to work for the general public unless they do virtual reality and one is invested more into coming to meet me. I have to renew my passport or getting to frame that is going to happen, at least to prepare mentally. Because I see there is just a lot of fantasy and people like to do insults. So they are in that stage of premature. You have to do what others do, so it's cool. Um, I don't think so, really, but that's how it works. Um, I guess there is a moment of triumph somehow in the air, even if it's effortless to see it. I think people can see that there is triumph in the air, even if it has not come to a degree of final reality where it's already defined as such, and we can all just textually see it as such. I think people believe in the peace and that freedom of speech is happening. So I think both parties have been guilty of all sorts of corruption. So it's a moment for government and people in power to get tough and to see the drama that is starts to spike out. So especially on this generation in this exact time, need to be a dramaturg, and it's not just for entertainment or to teach, but to inspire others to be as you. That's why you have power. So that has to be clear and underlined on everything you say. That it's not that you've been chosen to be there, it is that what you do is what you say, and what you say is what you do. So this is why it's working like this. Better for you and me, better and better and better and better. People will always choose, no matter how bad things are, no matter how criminal a person is, people will always choose what is better. Even this is something that in storyline I had to tell to an old friend because it's something I learned from international therapists. It's on the degree of evolution for for the brain to choose what is better, no matter how long it takes. So I have learned as an undercover assistant of therapy that they might not hear it that day. You always know it's going to be ignored for 3 days, and it might take time for it, but that stays in people's mind and that will unfold like a seed and become a tree. So nothing of what you say or do is in vain. But if you have the evidence of all the growth and everything that you're doing is a team because you are the spoken person that represents not just the skinny and the fat and the left and the right, you represent everyone. So that is for all of us to feel good about it. For Putin, he will have to do that for his people. And at the same time, the West might be on negotiations, but there will be a lot of people and its own leaders blaming the other because this, in a resolution of a war, is making a deal for something that has never existed. One thing is to do what it has existed, another thing is to do something that has never existed. So, to create a conversation that might take from 10 years to 300 years and have all these points, it might be for the benefit of the whole than just somebody wins and somebody loses. Because you're touching with all the dimensions at the same time and all the values and all the people that are working for you, no matter if they are against you, they're being paid there to fulfill their job. And their job is not to be against you, their job is to show the contradictions so you can make it better eventually. It has a fine degree of glamorous show where it doesn't have to go too disgusting. I mean, from those who are in the opponent side. So you can't avoid it. People are blaming others. Everyone is doing so. In Facebook, I had to tell my friends or people to, if you are not volunteering, then don't fight about the injustice in the world. Because every person who volunteers, and I volunteer, I feel satisfied because I am doing something. I mean, right now, no. Right now, I am still giving myself, but it's not the way I wish to. Really, I wish that's a little more pleasing to the senses, and that all this is over very soon, so I can be with my children. This is. I'm not interested in anything else. So this is the same story. And yes, it is good to have some metaphysical, metaphorical stories. If you're going to write the third part of the Bible as a testament for the next years to come, it is good to bring some science fiction glory to it. So instead of the Templars of the colony or the four horses and Hades and Aurora, who follows after, the new dawn, Eos, Greek mythology is Eos. These are the children of the river Styx. Um, in the Merkaba, the star, they represent each corner of the chariot of Zeus. And in the front, riding the chariot, is Nike, the goddess of victory, representing the ascension to heaven, and when God or angels or Metatron, whatever, angels or descends, that that's keeping your cool, keeping your the chariot when Zeus comes down to earth represents no matter what you're passing through, you are keeping your inner heaven untouched. Naturally, it happens for people who are aware, not semi aware, but naturally aware, effortlessly aware, no matter if it's something one must forgive to oneself to feel irritated and the pain and the frustration and the hopelessness, because this is this is it. There is no other way but this is the only repetitive story that loops over and over again and can only be shared by the distance. Until you step in without mental conditions of what is what, because you will never gonna get it in your mind. um, Everyone is steps one step. It's normal and natural that you're not gonna step one step or I'm not gonna step any step. Is one step at a time, and when it's moving one step at a time, you people don't recognize they're moving there, and then you just give a little step and everybody move one step there. So this is one of the movements of making a unified field without getting people to notice they're stepping into another scenario, or they are stepping inside the dance floor. Even everyone is afraid to dance in the middle, or they're stepping into another dimension, they're stepping into another format, they're stepping into another sport. So it is not an effort when you know the technique. Don't expect people know what they're doing. I don't expect you to know what you're doing. So you will notice that as you speak and as you're acting, the formation. So I cannot give it unless everyone has stepped in. I mean, everyone, the main. Because when the main step in, then everyone is in. I cannot happen with one without one or without the other. Yeah, is that clear? So you have to be afraid of real life. Don't be afraid of virtual reality in a fantasy world. Just be careful of real life settings for each person, each country, what they're doing. I don't know how can people control all these algorithms, because I like J.K. Rowling. Now I have all these feminists in my Twitter. It's like, what is this? Like an algorithm rules my the people I have to see because I write a lot of stories with the wizards. Well, uh, tweeted something from Iran. I don't think it's the woman the problem because it was I think maybe 18 years that I 18 maybe no I was still in Venezuela. I think so. I don't remember when. Well, I don't know, from 10 to 15 years that I wrote that story for all the women will be the best military group to win this world because half of the world is women. If you really have to put people together, just put women together. And end of story. Don't talk about woman or man. You should work surrounded by women as well. They are more beautiful to look at and they are more loving and goofy and joking when women are together. So women need to learn a lot also. It's not easy for women to just have to be there. I mean, I'm not interested in public in the public. Some people love and would die and kill to be in the public. And the public can see the codice, the avarice of wanting to be there, that vanity, all that desire and all that is invested just for that and to keep like the image and to do what is proper to keep that position. So that's all the energy is invested on that. Wow, incredible. I think this is the perfect length to cut it. So well, in my mind, in the future, people are not gonna care about likes or what people think because their life is going to have so much intensity and worth that looking at idiots would be like because you will be able to see like a scanner how much content is inside all the that seems beautiful but it does not look beautiful at all because the vanity is such that nobody is going to pay. And this might be, it's good to see what could happen. So get ready for the settings. Bye.